right? We not having that. We want to build a community, forever. Kids win, we win. Period.
Pakistan. All right, class is in session. We back. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of AM University. I'm your host, Antraye Miller. I believe this is episode
12.
13 when it airs. I think it's gonna be 13.
I think on purpose.
I think it's gonna be See, Wayne, don't mind Wayne. Episode 13 of AM University. I'm your host, Antraye Miller. We got Antraye Miles on here. What's up, brother?
What's going on, man?
I'm glad you could join us, man. Glad you could join us.
Thanks for having me.
It's gonna be a great episode. Wayne Smalls.
What's going on?
What's up, brother?
Love you, bro.
Glad to have you back. Yes, my man. Let's jump right into it. A lot of our episodes is kind of surrounded around our subject for the day. Role models. I'm gonna let these guys tell me how their experience was growing up with role models. But real quick, I could just talk about mine. We talk about the game of basketball on here a lot. I didn't have any. It's just that simple. I didn't have any role models. Everything I learned as far as basketball wise, it was self-taught. I didn't learn how to take a charge till I was 20 years old. I didn't see a scouting report till I got to college. I knew nothing about basketball unless I learned it myself. That's a problem. And I feel like the people that came before us and the older guys was very selfish and not just giving us jewels. And the same thing is happening in 2020. So I just want to talk about that for a little bit. Antraye, because you did a lot. It was Edgewood first, right?
First,
when you started Winslow?
And then became Winslow.
You did a lot for that program, bro. So, just tell me about your experience and, did you see any of that, whether negative or positive?
As far as having, mentors or people guiding me?
Yeah.
That's to say, I can't really say I had a mentor. I had a few people, that tried to show me the ropes, you know what I'm saying? My mom actually gave me the ball. Like I was saying, my mom gave me the ball. I remember going to my first game and I was trash. We lost. I remember after the game we were so stressed out. She just took us to the court, and I remember ever since that day. And I remember she actually played too. But I remember ever since that day she was just giving me the confidence, like, yo, you can do this. You can do this. I don't even know if she remember that, but ever since from there, like basketball was like, yo, I know I could do this.
Okay.
So ever since then, I just pretty much picked up on, what I seen. A lot of NBA. Back in those days, you used to pick up the paper and read ABCD camps, 5-star camps. You know what I'm saying? You actually knew who the competition was, so that's how that's how I was like preparing myself. I didn't have any personal trainers. I ain't go to no, I didn't have that. My parents had the bread for that. I don't even know if they had the mentality to even take me there. You know what I'm saying? It was just, I literally just picked up the basketball every day and would go play and just would watch film. It's crazy. Everybody thought I was left-handed, and I was, and I'm not. I'm right-handed, born naturally right-handed. But I would dribble with my left. My left is dominant because I would watch. This is crazy. Wake Forest, when Tim Duncan was there, his point guard name was Randolph Childress. He was a lefty. So all I did was use my left hand all the time. My left hand got so crazy. My right hand was like, it was like, yo.
But this was all because of what you saw.
Exactly, for what I saw.
And you picked up on with your own mentality.
Yeah. Didn't know about, X's and O's, strategy of the game. It was just like, yo, that's play ball. You know what I'm saying? It's about scoring and defending. Not knowing it's a little more than that.
And outside of that, your family just cared for you and they just gave you what they could.
Exactly.
The tools that they could. But outside of that, it was self-taught.
Exactly.
For the most part, right?
Yeah.
Wayne, tell me your story. Because for me personally, that's another thing. I never heard of the word mentor until Wayne told me. I never even heard the word. And I'm 15, 16 years old. This guy keep walking around saying, I got a mentor. I'm like, what the hell is a mentor, bro? And like, I think looking back at it now, why didn't I know what a mentor was?
Right.
You know, so, but I don't want to diverge. Wayne, you tell me how, that went for you growing up.
But it started off kind of like Trey. I mean, with a single mom, and she put me at the YMCA downtown. This is probably like 92, 93. I'm like 6, 7 years old. Went down to the YMCA, and it was like a summer camp. Summer camp. That's where you at. While my mom doing her little 9 to 5, I'm at the summer camp at the Y. Learn how to swim. They took us down to this thing called Camp Moore. I don't even know where it's at no more. It's like down the highway. It's called Camp Moore. You learn how to do archery. Shooting bow and arrows.
Yeah.
You learn how to walk in sand, catch toads. All that good stuff. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So then it came in this I'm like 7, so he was probably like 15, 16 at the time. My counselor, his name was Nnamdi Nelson. And how we met was I was doing some 6, 7-year-old cocky stuff. Just messing with the girls, messing with the counselors, 6 and 7 years old. Got kicked out of my little Sunbeams little group and had to go up with the Eagles. The Eagles was the 12, 13, 14-year-old kids.
Okay.
He was the counselor for them, and he told them that I got him.
Look at
Don't
that.
worry about it. He ain't bad. I got him.
Look at that.
And from that day on, he's still my mentor to this day. But that was my mentor throughout my whole life from 7 to right now. Now, as far as basketball, he had a little part in that. He's a football player. He played for Cannon Catholic.
Played basketball like
but
it was
he played
football.
basketball just like it.
Hated playing against
Follow him
him.
at Rising Leaders. But yeah, as far as basketball, I ain't gonna say I was self-taught because my mom always put the money up to put me in camps, throw me in camps, boom, boom, boom. So she definitely helped me in Pennock, East Camden Middle coach. He started me with playing defense, Coach Pennock, Dennis Pennock.
Wait, when you was with Pennock?
Yeah, 7th grade. So I went to Forest Hill in 7th grade, and we didn't have a basketball team at Forest Hill, so we was allowed to play for anybody, kind of like the medical arts store.
Okay.
And I went over. My best friend at the time was Amir Hill, and Amir Hill got me to go to East Camden Middle, and I played for East Camden Middle.
Wow.
I had an East Camden Middle uniform on.
Remember that?
Me, Amir, LB, boy named Benny, Tori,
Shout out to LB.
Brandon.
Yeah, it was loaded. Y'all was loaded. Y'all was
Hell,
loaded.
Lemire.
That wasn't fair. But you saying, but essentially you saying the same thing as Antraye, because we know Nam, but Nam it wasn't per se a basketball guy. He was just a good guy that showed you the ropes
put
in
me on
life,
his way.
right?
Definitely.
In life. But you said your mom, she did everything for you, but she did what a mom could do.
Right.
Right.
She couldn't actually teach you basketball, right? So. Y'all both saying the same thing. Essentially, outside of your pops, nobody ever taught you basketball. Y'all both was highly intelligent. You was just smart enough to pick up on things. You saw that over there. Okay,
Yep.
I'm gonna put that into my game. You saw it over there. I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
I saw that. I don't know if this is
I've
right or
never seen
wrong.
my dad play basketball before.
Wow.
No.
I never, in real life, like him
Yeah,
shoot.
oh, okay.
But I never seen him in his heyday play basketball
ball.
before.
Yeah.
Florida State acting up.
Yeah, come off that film for State.
Shut up.
Come on.
Y'all got
Come on.
older stuff than him.
Come off that film, Florida
Yeah,
State.
go get that. Go get that.
But so in totality, cause everything y'all just said, essentially, but still, it wasn't. And we talking about men.
Yeah.
That was older than us. That was coaches of ours. That was they had the title of mentors, but they wasn't doing it.
Right.
People seeing us play, fans in the crowd,
Right.
but nobody giving us jewels.
Yeah.
Right. It's all about what we was good at, and you just let us go. Go ahead, Wayne.
I missed one. Uncle Kevin Walls. I used to call him and confide in him my whole high school career, from 11th and 12th grade. Me and him got real tight, but I knew him in my 10th grade and freshman year, but we got real tight 11th and 12th grade year. Uncle Kevin Walls.
So Kev was always Kev Walls. He is still a solid dude to this day.
And then I'm gonna mention my step pop, Carlton Perry, because he definitely he gave me the rock. You know what I'm saying? Like he's my pop. Like even to this day, that's my pop, Carlton Perry. Shout out to him. Definitely gave me the confidence. Again, but it wasn't like it wasn't the mental part. It wasn't the, you know, how you're supposed to think on the court. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like that. It was just like, well, you know, he knew that I was talented. He knew that I could play. So of course, you see a young boy, you with the parents, so you gonna, you know what I'm saying? So he did what he could do. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't like he knew too much. You know what I'm saying? So.
Right, that's what I'm getting at. Everybody that y'all said outside of Kevin Walls, it was out of love.
Yeah.
You know, and they took it to the extent that they could take it, but it was only so far they could take it. What about the so-called basketball people that came before us?
Yeah.
Well, where they at? What about the coaches?
Yeah.
You got a different perspective than me on our coaches. You know, what about that? So like my next question is it's about that. Like why does the older people or these so-called mentors, why do you feel like they wasn't or they're not currently? Because it's the same thing in 2020. Like, why do you feel like they don't take these type of roles seriously?
I think the same reason why we felt like we didn't have role models. We ain't go looking for them, and we ain't go say, "He'll be my mentor, be my mentor."
So you feel like part of it was our fault?
Yeah, definitely. Because we was, I ain't gonna say we was too arrogant to go get it. We just didn't want to do it. Like we just like study hall.
What 15-year-old wants a mentor?
And what 50-year-old want to go to study hall? It's the same thing. Because a mentor is study hall, y'all. Like that's why y'all don't want to do it, because it's hard. You don't want to hear what you doing wrong.
Right.
That's all your mentors do. Is every time you do something wrong, here you go. Here you go. They always got the right thing to say to you. That's what a mentor is, and nobody want to hear that. Still, as we adults, nobody want to keep on calling that person that's going to tell you about yourself.
What you was gonna say?
No, I think that as far as like the people or the you know, the so-called mentors, I'm gonna just say, like, for me, because just trying to figure this whole thing around, I don't have a spot on answer of why I wasn't guided or mentored in the way that I should have been. So I don't know what their or I don't know what their intentions was is what I'm trying to say. One thing is, like, definitely when you were a kid, you already know we're submissive to the things that we think that's for us, right? So I believe that if it was a mentor in each and every one of our lives that was dead on point, and that's what I want to say. I haven't met the mentor that actually went the distance to knows what it takes to get there. You understand what I'm saying? I didn't have that. It was nobody from my school, my area, that did that.
Wait, you saying for their self or for you?
For themselves.
Okay.
So it's like, how can you tell somebody, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know, and then, you know, let's be real, mentorship, let's be real. I mean, you might not even know the game, but it's like about like the outside things to get you to succeed. That's the thing, where your mind should be at. You know what I'm saying? Like, those are the things that I know I didn't wasn't key on, and I knew if a mentor would have told me that, I would have listened. To say, look, you know, if you cut this out, right, this could feed your family. You know, you could, like, all this and that. Like, if I would have had that in my head, embedded in my head like that, teach me the ways to think, all that stuff, like, seriously, like, it would have been different for me.
Wait, so but you just said two things though. You said yeah. The second part is, because I've always been a person. Yeah. It's just like we taking a test. Yeah. Give me the answer, bro.
Right. No, and that's what.
Give me the answer. I don't want to have to find it. I want.
So that's
the smallest learning curve ever.
Exactly, and that's that's what should happen. And that's where it goes to. Some of them just didn't go the distance. So how can I tell you?
And that's the flip side of it.
Right.
And that's a realistic thing. Yeah. That's really important. Yeah. So you saying that they didn't have the tools. Nah. So how they gonna give it to us?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And again, like, not even, it's like, even as far as like, what have they been through mentally though? What have they been through in their lives to keep them pushing to even tell somebody, yo, it's cool to keep going? All that stuff matters. It's not just a physical thing, bro. It's not just let me teach you how to do these drills, and if you go run, and if you go play ball, scissors, yo, actually your body gonna get ready for that. You're gonna be in tune for that. Oh yeah, but what about the mental part? What about the stuff outside that's gonna keep you focused on what you're supposed to do to make it?
You know why it's hard for me, and I understand what you're saying, but it's so hard for me to agree with that, because, like, so you just perpetuating the whole cycle by that, right? You just skipping generations, because you been through something. Yeah. This 45-year-old dude that was coaching us. Yeah. You've been through a lot. Yeah. But you also been traumatized as a black man. And I understand that, right? But you've been through a lot. Mm-hmm. And you disregarded me as a 15-year-old boy because you're still traumatized, or you're still not where you at, or you still have your insecurities.
And it's not a purposeful thing. It's just life. It just happens. So look, now the difference is, and it's crazy because it's like I'm kind of jumping the gun, but like what I've been through.
Yeah.
So now what I've been through, won't nobody else go through. Like you said, no, I'm going to give you the answer. I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to do.
Why are you going to do it?
Because I don't want nobody else to go through that. The most valuable thing in life is time, bro. Nipsey said it.
Right.
The most valuable thing in life is time, and what you can do for others. I'm not going to be bitter because the things didn't go the way that I thought they should have. No, I did what I did. I think I did a great thing at what I did. So now I'm going to pour this into the next person because I can't take it with me. My time is up in this point. I can't. My high school career, all that stuff is over. So I'm gonna give you everything. I have to exhaust myself before I leave this earth. You feel me? And that's just how it is. Like that's mentorship, bro. You don't have to play basketball for me to mentor you. You could be a singer. You want to go make cars. You want to be an inventor. I will mentor you. But just know that it's other things out. You have to, it's the things outside of.
We
what
all
you
had to
wanna
play
do.
Cannon High. How did y'all feel at night? Like how y'all slept the day before?
I didn't, and you know that.
Tell me, talk
You know
about
that.
it.
I can talk. Yeah, I didn't sleep. I didn't sleep.
How it go? Like how y'all practice? You go. Who was me? Who played me? I want to talk about.
Oh man, he said who played you? Nobody played
All right,
you.
nobody played me.
Nobody
So what
played
happened?
you.
What used to happen? Tell me.
I really can't remember.
Did somebody
what happened.
prepare you? Did somebody prepare you for playing Camden High?
Myself.
That's not enough. Because you're playing 6 people.
No,
You're playing
no,
the 5
alright,
and you're playing the crowd.
I'm gonna be real with you. Like
The games y'all had to come to us.
Well, we only
Yeah,
we
yeah.
only came
Well,
together
it
once.
didn't matter.
was just one time.
It didn't matter.
What happened that one time?
Yeah, Wayne he did his thing.
Swing smoke.
Yeah, he put it down the coffin for us. You know what I'm saying? Well, we was blowing him out too. We was blowing y'all out.
Listen. I'm not listening.
But look, I don't even want to go too deep into that. But if you just make it to a point, you're what happened, okay? That's what happened when we came to the high. All right.
And then what happened when we came back to y'all that same year?
Oh, it was bad.
It was
We
bad.
won. We won.
It was the same team y'all beat?
Mm-hmm.
The same team y'all beat was the same team that came to y'all?
Mm-hmm.
No, it wasn't.
No, actually, y'all actually had more because I think Carmichael was able to play. Y'all had a lot of ineligible people at the time when y'all beat us. So when y'all had your full load when y'all came to us. We was ready though. We was ready. The game didn't even.
But what happened the first time?
Wait.
The first time y'all always blowing y'all out.
What? We played when they was ineligible?
What you mean?
Yeah,
They came to us.
Carmichael
It was
wasn't
a late
playing at the
game.
time.
And that's
Y'all
when
had
we
a young
won?
team.
And they
Yeah,
had
yeah.
their
I
older
don't
brother
remember.
Tyrone Miles on the team. He was like the small forward.
Yo,
We was a worse team when they came back.
Y'all,
So
but the thing is,
y'all watching.
see, y'all was young and hungry, so it was a difference. And then
And
they came back.
we played together.
The chemistry was messed up.
We played together. But again, it was no mentorship in that instance.
Yeah.
But again, that's what I'm talking about. We went into the game playing against y'all like Antraye Miles. They got green uniforms and things like that. Like Edgewood, we don't know where Edgewood. We'd never been out of Camden at the time.
Right.
We don't know where Edgewood at. Like who is these guys?
Up the highway.
But at the end of the day, though, the respect was there because y'all played like y'all. You and your brother played like y'all was from Camden.
And I had extra respect for Antraye because my second home was Longside.
Mm-hmm. So
And
me and Wayne,
I
we
kind of
had
grew up
history.
with him
We had a little history.
on the side and seen him already playing. And I used to travel with his mentor Carlton Perry. I used to travel with them and watch him. So I already knew kind of who he was and what he could do already.
We looked at you in a different light after that.
Yeah.
But again, I just you right. We can't relive the past. You know, time is everything. But it's like when these type of things are still happening in 2020, like
it's bad. It sucks that it still does.
that's.
It's I'm not gonna say it's damn near scary. It is scary. It is scary to know that. Seriously, I know that. I'm being real with you. I know that right now. I can take somebody's life right now and guide them in the way that they should. I'm gonna give them all the mental abilities, all that stuff. You want to be athletic? I got you. You don't want to be? The point is just to keep going and have faith and be confident in what you do. If you tell a kid that from the time that they 1 year old, and you really on that, you know what that's gonna do for them. Do you know what that confidence is gonna do for them? And it's about how you think. Listen, we talked about the law of attraction real quick. I'm just being real. When you think that way, it happens that way. But it's things in our lives that hold us back. Individuals that hold us back. We start dating, male and female. You know what I'm saying? All these things start happening besides what we really should be focusing on. You feel me? We start worrying about other people's emotions. It gets crazy. Now in mentorship, that's when you care about other people's emotions. Like, no, because I need you to be. You have to be right to be able to do this. Oh, so you messing with this person, you messing with that person. This is why you're not focused. But wait, you said you wanted to feed your family, right? But if you allow this to happen, how you gonna do that? If you let this situation come in and shake you up a little bit, how you gonna do that?
It's just certain things to me at the age that we're at. I don't think we should be going through. Okay. As an individual man,
bro, that mentor thing is.
I don't think we should be going through certain things.
Yeah.
You know, like insecurities, like not knowing exactly who you are.
Did you
like,
develop a mentor as you got older, or you just?
I was smart enough to see one from afar, but not directly. No.
Who was it? Who was? You
I'm
did a good job with these pictures. There's something behind these pictures. Every single one of them.
Right. And I'm gonna do a video on that. But it's like let's talk about these pictures. It's things I take from Dame every day. It's things I didn't even really listen to Nipsey music.
Okay.
I listened to his interviews.
Same here.
More so.
I was already there.
It was the interviews for me. Like Hove. Like Dave Chappelle. I listen to Dave Chappelle. Like, I don't look at it as comedy. Like, I look at it as like
talking about his life,
teaching points for me. Like, and I could go on and on. Like, but again, I had to get creative in my own mental and take something from him, take something from him, take something from him, take something from him.
That's how you had to learn.
It's 50-year-old dudes in my life right now, Wayne. Right now, I can't learn a thing from.
Yo, say it, bro.
They're 12 years old.
Say it.
They're 12 years old in a 50-year-old body.
Yeah. So that's
the point.
Go back to those mentors that you probably would have ran into, like you just said. Somebody who had that same mindset. Somebody who's still stuck because something happened. So now they bitter and they you good, but I still don't want to see you do better than me. That's real. And listen. I ain't putting no names out there, but yeah, definitely been through that experience. Not knowing that other grown men was hating on what I was doing, what I was accomplishing. Not knowing that they was praying on my downfall. Like, what? That's crazy.
All right, stick with that, right?
Go ahead.
But tell a 15-year-old right now watching how you used to prepare all throughout your high school career, football and basketball and track. How you used to prepare to just get better.
Because he was a three-sport athlete at Edgewood Winslow.
So honestly, for me, like, we didn't have really we didn't have like somebody to like, yo, who we gonna be better than? Who we gonna be besides in track? We didn't really have records to go after. We just wanted to be better. So how did I prepare? Like, I didn't want to lose. I was afraid to lose. I was afraid to lose. Football, basketball, track. I was afraid to lose. That was just it. So how I prepared was like, listen, I know I'm doing something different here. Nobody's never done it before, so I want to be the first of my kind. That's just what it is. Whoever we playing, I'm gonna prepare the same way. One thing that I didn't like is because I got up for the games I was supposed to get up for, but then I played, no disrespect to Triton, but I would play Triton and be playing terrible, like, because I'm like, I don't, but you're not supposed to, see, but look, but you see that though?
It's Triton.
But you see that though, that mentality right there, that messed me up. Because I was supposed to be on go on 1,000.
A mentor
I was supposed to kill them on well, go get 100 then.
That was your highlight game.
Right.
Yeah.
If you scored 50,
go get 100, right?
You scored 65.
So it was that mentality right there too, man. But as far as preparing, like, yeah. And then of course, when you know you had the high. Come on. Even when Wag left, it was like, it's still Camden High. You gotta do something. Even to this day, y'all know what it is.
Right.
Even to this day, no matter how good y'all are, how bad y'all are, people gotta be Camden High.
Right.
Am I right or am I wrong?
Right.
Am I right or am I wrong?
Right.
And I'm not from the high, but I just know, that is the culture that Camden High has brung, is that greatness, is people that are still hateful but respect y'all at the same time. That when they go against Camden High, you're gonna get up for that game. I don't care if y'all 0 whatever or number 1 in the country. You're gonna play against the high, yo. You don't want to lose to the high. And that's just real.
Right.
I'm just being real.
Right. So let's so now we are 30 plus, right? So all this that we talking about now, we in these roles. Like, I remember that Charles Barkley commercial, like, I'm not a role model, like, type of thing. Like, but whether we want to or not,
You definitely.
we role models, bro.
You fall into it.
Like, we role models, bro. It's not an option, right? If you in these type of fields and things like that, it's some little dude looking at you,
Absolutely.
whatever like that. So, I had this conversation with Rashawn, and it was like, these kids are different though. Like, they're radicals, right? It's they gonna full
Say it
like
again.
tilt,
Like you
right?
said, radical.
Like they ready to go, like, and they're not taking no for an answer. They're asking you questions. They like, why do you think this? Whoop de whoop de woo. Like nothing like our age, right? So again, us being in these roles because we have a purpose to serve, whatever like that. How do we handle the younger generation in your opinion? As far as from a mentor role, like how do we get through to them in your opinion? Because there's a whole lot of different avenues to do
what
it.
we doing right now. I think we're doing a perfect way. We're doing right to you, right to your phone. I know you got it in your hand.
Right.
You ain't saying nothing wrong,
Just
bro.
listen to us, man. Like, listen to me. I know I might go off the hinge for a couple minutes, but listen to what I'm saying off the hinge. It's coming from somewhere. Trust me. Just listen. Just listen. You ain't gotta agree. Just listen, man.
My thing is like just learning that individual, learning why they act the way they act, like figuring out their backgrounds. Is a single mom, single parent, or both parents together type stuff. Like being able to look into those things because you've been through it or you saw it. Now again, that's what we talked about as far as being able to help them channel their emotions. Like, hey, yo, look, I know. Like now we're in that position to be able to do that when somebody else couldn't do that for us. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like now we can break somebody down and say, yo, we know you're not. Something is wrong. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like that for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, check this out. I remember my senior year, I was doing good. My senior year was by far my worst year, yo. And I say that because it was the pressure. It was things I was thinking about instead of playing ball. If I'd have had that mentor to be like, hey, yo, chill, it would have been different. I know it's games that we should have won that we lost because I just wasn't mentally there. You know how bad that is, yo? But it's like, this is why you have to be aware of what you even put into your head. These mentors are, as far as speaking as mentors, what you're putting into these young kids' heads, because this stuff is important, yo. Like, real talk. That mental illness stuff is real. And people think you got to be in a hospital. No, it's not. I think all three of us has been through a mental sickness that we probably had to get through or still going through right now to this day. There's just levels to it. There's levels to it. Like I said, my senior year, my confidence was brought down because I wasn't getting no college looks. Nobody was looking at me. I'm like, yo, what? I think 3 sports. What the? Everybody should be coming in. I don't care what my grades look like. Somebody should be snatching me up. Like, come on, man. Like, why is this not happening for me? Hey, but it didn't. So what? Now I'm gonna be bitter because of that? Now I'm not gonna lie and say, listen, I was gonna say I was always bitter, but I was bitter within myself because I felt like I was disappointed in myself. I felt like I had to please other people, but then those people really just didn't give a damn. And it's like, damn, I'm trying to please somebody who didn't even care. Even present day, like, no disrespect to none of my coaches out there, but they ain't do it. They and y'all know that to
Who's
this
your
day.
best coach?
He was my best coach. Man, I had some decent guys, yo.
Who was your high school coach?
But this is my thing. I just want to say something. This is my thing, yo. When you have something, when you love something, it's no force. Regardless of what you got to go through, you're going to guide that. I feel like the love wasn't the same as I was giving to them. You know what I'm saying? Because if you love me, I wouldn't have went through that. You feel me? I wouldn't have went through what I had to go through. But y'all had your own agendas or just didn't have one at all. It was just like, oh, yo, he's talented. He going to win for us. That's it. After his time is up, it was no plan for me. You know what I'm saying? But I can break blood, sweat, and tears, practice, do all this and that. I'm getting Winslow on the mat. Edgewood Winslow on the mat where y'all never been.
100%.
Y'all never been there. Y'all
100%.
never been there. Not wait. They doing it football, basketball, and track. Damn. Now the whole school going crazy. The soccer team got crazy. The wrestling team got crazy. The wave was going crazy. But this is what I get. That's the disappointing part about everything. But at the same time, I still can't be bitter because it's like, you know what? I did my part. I can sit here and say if my mentorship was different, I know I could have took it to the next level. But I'm not tripping off that. I got a different lane now. I got this new energy now. So now for that next young kid, woman, whatever, like I said, it don't have to be sports, yo. Y'all gonna be good on my end. That's it. That's it, yo. And like I said, that's what I was saying. No disrespect to none of my coaches. But at the end of the day, they know they didn't do the right thing. I know present day they probably like, yeah. Cause y'all know y'all didn't. They know they didn't. How y'all have these major athletes in your school, ain't nothing happen? Y'all ain't have no setup, no pipelines? Oh yeah, y'all ain't know that? Nah, it wasn't so easy for us. We was going through it too, just like y'all, man. Like going through those pressures
Nah,
too.
you wasn't
like,
going through it like me though.
But what I'm saying is, Wayne. What I'm saying is, it wasn't. Y'all probably thought it was easy, but nigga, I was stressed, bro.
You should have came down.
I was stressed. Bro, listen. If it was that type of
I
setup,
can't feel
that type
bad
of
for
thing,
you wearing the
please.
green. I'm sorry.
Please.
You an eagle.
Nah, it's cool.
You an eagle. We're a
It's cool.
panther. You got a panther
But-
on your arm? Watch this, y'all. You got a panther on your arm?
Listen,
All right. Anybody got
I'm
a
just-
panther on their
bro.
arm know what it is.
Listen.
Y'all know what it is.
listen.
But
I
at
know what
the
it
end of
is.
the day, man,
Right.
it's again the mentorship is definitely important, bro. Like seriously, and I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh, that really messed me up. It played a big part. I don't have no doubts. I don't have any. I'm sorry. I don't have any.
Yeah.
I'm not mad about my life.
Yeah, nah.
I'm not mad about who came into my life because I
Not
just
at all.
learned. I learned. Listen, for what y'all didn't do, I learned what not to do.
Right.
That's it. So thank you for those coaches. Thank you for those people that didn't direct me in the right way because now I'm not going to do what y'all did.
Right.
Thank you to my father for not being there because that's what I'm not going to do. You
Right.
see what I'm saying?
Right.
That's my whole mentality, bro. I just turn it around.
Right.
That's it.
And for real, this is what this platform is for. And anybody that has a problem with what we saying, then you was part of the problem. I mean, it's no way around it. You know, you was part of the problem. And for the kids that's watching this, again, we just don't want y'all to make the same mistakes that we did. We had to learn through trial and error. You
Y'all
know,
got y'all phones though, so
y'all got
gonna
y'all
be all
phones.
right.
Yeah, it's really no
Y'all got a little
excuse.
crutch.
It's really no excuse. But like as far as let's talk about sports, it was kind of like we all just dropped from the sky and we had to figure it out on our own.
Figure out on
Just think about that, you know, and we're not trying to have that for the next generation. You know, so listen to these jewels that we gonna give y'all, and you know we gonna be here, you know, to support y'all.
Reach out.
You know, and
Definitely.
that's that. We gonna leave it right there.
Definitely.
We're gonna end it right there. This guy, man, he just wanna go to the Winslow and everywhere days.
Yeah,
So
man.
bad, like Wayne, man.
Talk about basketball.
Nah, this doing dope, bro. This